Kosher's day. I mean, play Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh.
Going down to a little town called Cape
time.
Sandblast.
That's right, Cape Sandblast. Last time, we visited the caravans. We talked a little bit about a little field trip, and got a little insight on a few of the carriages. Then we descended unto hell, where we discovered that even demons have to pay taxes, and suffered through that torture. Today, we pick up focusing on somebody that only one of us knows. Make sure I have the pop out thing. I do. Good job, me.
I feel like it's Kosher.
It's definitely Kosher. That's why I mentioned that we're gonna ruin his day, because we're gonna force him to do a thing that I did not tell him to be prepared for.
Yes. Yes.
I do not remember that character I wrote's name. I did like them a lot, though.
That's good. You're gonna need to remember it. We're hoping that Kosher remembers his.
You got notes.
Kosher. Today is Gwen's birthday. At least, she thinks it is anyway. Time gets away from you when you're looking for a dark corner to sleep in every night and a safe harbor to ride out the daylight in. It's only in the twilight hours, morning and dusk, when it's safe to move out in the open. Shift change. It's been 2 years since Gwen became an orphan, and 18 months since the accident that took her surrogate father and brother away. Now it's just the three of them. Gwen, Eliza, Deb. Eliza still blames Deb for that, even though you all know that it's nobody's fault but those soldiers. Gwen left behind the Wrath name when she left Sky Central. She thought about taking up with her new sisters, but that didn't feel right either. It's just Gwen now. With Dad dead and the Resistance broken, they fled into the Sky Stream. Now every day is a mixture of freedom and bliss, offset by terror and uncertainty. And let's not forget the nightly reminders that your parents are dead and everything they stood for and taught you to stand for was destroyed so easily that you question whether it was worth existing in the first place. But enough of that. Not today. Today is Gwen's birthday. Probably. The sun is rising soon, and the sky is clear. The stream looks peaceful and empty today, and dawn is upon us. What do you want to do?
Is that aimed at me?
Who else would I be talking to? Nobody else knows who Gwen is.
My dog?
Yes, Sleeping Doggo, please inform us.
That's true.
I will do you a favor and share this into your journal so that you can reread it if you need to reference all the facts and the history I just threw at you.
So is this your character that you made? Does he get to answer that? Can you answer that, Randy?
I'm not saying anything.
I knew it.
This is Kosher's scene. In fact, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Kosher, why don't you tell them what happens?
Ooh. Tell us. Tell us.
You awaken in a wooden cart pulled by 4 horses. Ah, you're awake. Skyrim.
Yeah, it's funny. Okay, today.
Today.
I don't know if Randy wants me to explain it now or if he wants me to wait.
Do it now.
He totally wants you to be talking right now.
Okay.
Do it now.
So today is Gwen's birthday. She's going to be making a makeshift cake out of the stuff that they actually have on the SkyStream. I'm going to take a wild guess and say that she's going to be her two, I guess, surrogate sisters or stepsisters or however you want to put it, would probably not be helping her. They probably don't even realize that it's her birthday or that she celebrates it. Should probably be singing. Nope, definitely wouldn't be singing. Then I guess they're going to be. She would have gathered all the materials that she needed to make this cake during the shift change for the guards. I guess that's what she would be starting out in the morning doing. And then she runs into the other lost children to go try and get this stuff so they can go, I guess, stealthily acquire all this stuff to make her a cake, because these are the people that she would actually talk to and let them know that it'd be her birthday.
When she goes to gather up the others, she finds Deb crying in her sleeping pallet. This is pretty common. Deb was closer to her brothers than Eliza is, or was, rather. How does she feel about that?
That's why Debbie. Well, so you're talking about Debbie, correct?
I am.
Okay. Yeah. She's obviously devastated. That's why. Did you say Debbie walked in on Gwen, or Gwen walked in on Debbie?
Gwen,
okay,
with your cake-making materials, went to find your two surrogate sisters.
Okay.
You found Deb sobbing in her pallet.
Gotcha.
How does that make Gwen feel?
It reminds her of what all was going on, or what all had happened, and she understands why she feels that way, but where she blames the other two for what happened, mostly Eliza, she doesn't really stop and say anything. She just continues on her way.
Okay. Eliza is waiting outside of y'all's current hiding spot. She's more or less on guard, but mostly less, because it's probably that she went and found Deb sobbing and decided not to do anything either, and is just standing at the entrance to be somewhere else. As you approach, she grabs your wrist and motions with her other hand for silence. Points out down into the SkyStream below you from your current floating rocky vantage. Below you, you see an abnormal sight. Not something you've never seen before, but something that's not supposed to happen at this particular hour. It looks like shift change went off early, and there's a skiff full of the stream guard passing by below, looking unusually armed to the teeth.
She's going to be, or I will be very quiet. I'm in full panic mode right now, because it reminds her of what happened. Okay. 18 months ago with her surrogate dad and brothers. So she's gonna kind of. I assume that they're like either trying to stay hidden or stay very quiet. So she's going to continue to stay there until I guess the threat kind of passes, or they figure out what's going on.
Okay. She sees you take notice, but you're not looking shocked enough for her, so she waves at your face and points in a particular direction. You try and focus and follow the direction of her indicators, and spot something that you hadn't expected to see, that you probably never expected to see again. A tall simian man stands at the head of this guard skiff, holding a javelin and wearing the Sky Guard's armor. This was one of your surrogate brothers, Darwin. And it looks like he's joined the guard. You thought he had died. In fact, you were pretty sure he had died.
With noticing that, I nearly drop everything that I'm holding. I'm going to, I would take a step, but then hesitate and stop because I realize it's the Sky Guard.
As if sensing that you're present, Darwin looks up from the skiff far below and spots you and Eliza standing at the rocky outcrop. Pulls his javelin from his back and rears back to hurl.
Where's Nigel? Okay, that's all I'm gonna ask. Where the fuck is Nigel? I know what you're up to.
Nigel is the dead surrogate father.
Damn it, I knew it. I was like, that father's name is fucking Nigel, isn't it?
It is.
That's the twist 3 months from now. He's not really dead, he's a robot.
But we'll have to find out what happened to Nigel, Darwin, and Donnie some other time.
Damn it.
As today, we find ourselves in the bottom right corner of a very large map, for those of you looking at Roll20.
Jesus, you are not kidding about this being a large map.
I was not.
There's a lot of dark there.
Oh, people. Nice graphics, man.
Yeah, got this one from a new Patreon. He does what are those called? Isometric D&D maps.
Cool.
Alright, first thing to check, can everyone see? Is the dynamic lighting working for you?
Yeah.
Lower corner, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Alright, good. We join ourselves. Not necessarily ourselves, our personal selves, but we join our characters, our players as their characters, outside of a long abandoned keep. The call went out that it was time to stop letting our fears get the best of us, to stop believing in ghost stories from before our grandparents' time. And whosoever could spend a week in the castle would be allowed to lay claim to it with the local baron's blessing.
So we get ourselves a house on Haunted Hill.
We do.
Ooh, fun.
You arrive outside of the ancient keep. Supposedly, according to the ghost stories, the home of some nefarious landlord, some nefarious baron, or perhaps, like would-be king from the time before your grandparents, some 4+ generations ago. Long since abandoned and supposedly uninhabited.
Could it be a Baron Death Garden?
Could be.
Is the name lost?
It's just the old keep. The keep stands several hundred feet tall and wider and longer than even the local land baron's castle. Truly a building fit for a ruler if anyone were brave enough to decide to take up residence. And it's yours for the taking. If you can survive a week, a bare 7 days. We join our would-be rulers, our would-be kings and queen. Somebody, at least, on the steps of the ancient keep. Large, imposing stone columns providing the only light in the area. You carry with you a healthy supply of torches and plenty of food and water. Some basic weaponry, though of course you hope you won't have to make use of it. Mostly, you carry with you whatever bravery you can muster. Whether you are someone who seeks out places like this, or whether you're just looking to find your come up in the world from peasant to king on such a free and clear offer. You're on the steps. It's the middle of the night. What are you doing?
So is everybody congregating together yet, or are they kind of just all wandering up?
The 4 of you have arrived here on purpose, attempting to band together, if only for the sake of safety, and planning to backstab one another later for a spot on a throne. Others have attempted, or perhaps are in the act of attempting. You know that others have come, and there are no messages or tales of what may have happened to them. Plenty of them, especially the youngest, get all jumped up, decide they're going to be a king, make it about as far as where you're standing, and decide to go home. You stand...
Hey!
Go ahead.
I'm really glad that you guys decided to try this too. I didn't want to be the only one going for it.
Well, I couldn't let you go on your own, could I?
I mean, I was gonna have to, so I'm real glad that there's other real brave adventurers out there who want to go spend a week inside this.
Brave. Ha! We'll see who's brave after this.
Oh, I'm real brave. I'm so excited about this. I've been talking about it all week. I finally get to prove myself to my dad and don't have to join the military because I'm going to be a king.
We'll see about that one. I don't think you're going to be a king, but you might be someone in the court. I might offer you something special for being loyal to me.
I'm just real glad I'm not here alone.
You're a little too happy-go-lucky for this. Have you heard the rumors?
I'm completely terrified.
Well, that makes a lot more sense.
But if I can make it through 7 days, I don't have to join the military, and I get a cool new house.
Well, I guess if I don't end up doing this, I'm going to be stuck in the situation that my mother was and have to birth quite a few children. And I really don't see that in my future, so...
Is that human children?
Okay, question.
Mhm.
Are we sticking to traditional medieval?
You've been
Are we
given.
gonna have-
You've been given the only rules that are in place.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's true. Your response is going to dictate whether my character is just fucking crazy or if there are other races.
Okay, alright, back in character. Well, I mean, no. Can you not see? I'm a dwarf.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I just thought you had I thought you could have just been like a fat guy with a cool beard. I don't know.
Well, you
Oh,
really
look at
don't
this
have
one.
a position in my court if I would win over this castle, because insulting a lady like me is just,
I'm so sorry. I've never met a dwarf before.
This one's a
normally
joke,
just-
sir.
Tables
one
down
of
at the-
being
down at-
nervous.
We've never been
Oh,
so.
well, I'm glad to see y'all are here. It's Ifagan, the court physician for the dead king.
Doctor?
But
What are
What?
books like?
the king died on your watch, yeah?
Oh yeah, he was drinking some of me arsenic tea and decided that he was just gonna keel over.
Well, remind me not to actually drink or partake in any of your offerings there.
Well, it's good for the constitution.
I'll stick with my ale and yeah, I don't want anything that you can offer us.
Well, it's
Why are
better
you
than the
here
lead
anyway?
in the water.
Man, for him to be the court physician, he must have read a lot of books. I think he should probably reconsider not trusting him.
Read him, I'm sure you wrote him.
Yeah. That's too bad about the king.
People can do that nowadays.
He got poisoned by his son, who then blamed me. Ooh.
That sounds a bit...
The ghostly dog is following me around again.
Oh, there's a ghostly dog?
There's a ghostly dog. It follows me around.
None of you
Well,
see a dog.
that's interesting. I never seen this dog that you speak of.
Oh, you can't see it. It's ethereal.
Well, I
Yes,
assume
guys.
that.
He's just talking gibberish now.
Yeah,
Hey.
I'm gonna give a knowing nod to Kosha.
I mean, Doctor, you've obviously spent a lot of time here. What about the rest of you? Have you ever been inside this castle?
This is the furthest I've ever been from the inn.
Not
One more
surprising at all.
One more step, and I'll be the furthest from the Shire I've ever been. Oh, Mr. Frodo.
If they had
Well-
a pants shitting
Well,
moment in the
I
Hobbit,
live
I'm
in the
sure-
woods on the way to here, so I've been out this way a few times.
I hope they have futons in there to sleep on.
I'm sure we're going to be sleepy on the floors because I don't know of any royalty that's going to allow these peasants to just waltz in and lay down on their finest linens.
Wait, do people live here?
Well, not people, right?
Of course.
It has been abandoned.
Of course,
so,
right.
Mm,
Abandoned. So
Honestly,
probably
I'm
nobody
not
lives here.
yeah,
I
I,
mean,
don't
it's still
think anybody
bands, right?
lives here.
We talking about ghost beds?
Okay, the furniture is probably just fine. There's probably not ghost furniture, but
Yeah, I'm calling the first futon we come across.
well, you
What?
certainly have dibs on it.
Y'all know about futons, right? Traveling salesmen have been selling them all over the city and in the countryside. It's a combination furniture. It can be something that you sit on comfortably with a backrest, but also something that you lay on so you can splay your arms out, you know, without the backrest part, like a normal bed. It's a futon.
There for a second, I thought you said it was something you could sit on and eat.
Well, you probably can eat it, but I mean, it's not going to be much nutritious. It's usually just straw and pig leather and maybe some cotton wool. Sorry.
I
But
don't
yeah, if you're
have
hungry,
hopes for you. Talking about eating furniture, I don't really know about that one.
You never
oh,
made
that's
a
food.
you never made a chair out of bread?
A
You
bread
know,
chair.
food's a good moment.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't even think. So I have like 3 days worth of bread, but we're supposed to be here 7 days. So I mean, like, is that a river over there?
There is a river that runs through the countryside.
I mean, I might have to catch some fish or something. What kind? How much food y'all got?
Enough for me.
Same here. Not trying to share.
I
I
mean,
don't
yeah, I
really
brought enough for me
that's
too.
all.
We should be fine. But if anybody wants to catch some fresh fish, I know how to catch fish and stuff. So, yeah, it might be better than rations and bread and crap, right?
Doctor, what about you?
Well, I have my dried goods and this small chest of things I've been eating for a very, very long time. The dates of a particular variety. Some dried apricots, some of these pecans. Enough that I'll be able to survive here for quite a while.
You really are smart.
Well, anyways,
All right. Well,
are y'all
are
ready
we
to
gonna
head in?
do?
Yeah, lead on, Mrs. Dwarf.
Well, you can call me. You can call me. God damn it! It's so hard to pick a name on the spot.
Agatha. Ooh. Agatha Christie.
You can call
Your
me.
name is Agatha
You can call
Glorindal?
me Aggie.
Sorry, what?
Aggie.
Aggie?
Aggie.
Aggie.
Well, nice to meet you, Aggie. I'm Eustace.
Eustace. Of course
You
you
oh,
are.
wait. You can call me Eusty.
I am going to stick with Eustace.
I mean, I thought we were doing fun names. Sorry.
And what about you? Not the doctor? Not a doctor.
Now he's famous. You don't know his name?
No, I don't.
What? Hold on, I'm famous.
Oh, not the doctor. No, not you. I don't know you.
Definitely not you.
You're just that guy that eats
Who the
furniture.
fuck you are?
Fucking furniture eater famous. That's furniture eating Fred.
That's right.
I'm Willie.
Willie.
Willie. All
Well.
right. Eustace and Willie and Dr.
Dr. Foggin.
Dr. Foggin.
Of course.
Mhm.
All right.
You know, he's been
Well.
the doctor to the last 4 kings. It's crazy how they all keep getting poisoned. What
Yeah,
bad
I'm
luck.
not going to make him the doctor if I end up taking this castle. I'm just going to say that right now, sir. You're going to be out of a job.
Your loss. He has a ton of
Aw.
And if you get near my castle, I will have to take you off the premise. because I don't trust you. Unless you redeem yourself in here. But even then, I'll always wonder, so...
It's okay. It's probably going to end up in my castle. We'll be all right.
I
Let's see.
appreciate that kindly, sir.
Anywho, let's go in. How about it?
All right.
Damn it. Fucking shit won't link proper. There, I'll just do this one. Oh, why does it say my? That's not how the
Ooh.
quote goes. What the fuck? You talking about penis?
Talking about penis.
Ain't talking
That's
about penis.
Speaking of groundskeeper Willie, are y'all aware of the language of Scots?
I'm gonna assume no.
No.
I wasn't. I mean, it's possible. It's a thing. It is actually a thing.
Is that like a show or something? Like, can you explain more?
Oh, see? Yeah. No, you know English? Well,
Are
you
we
know,
just talking
you
about
old
Scottish?
English?
I'm confused about what, like,
Scottish people. So 1,000 years ago, Old English forks into two languages: English and Scots.
and Scottish Gaelic is an actual language.
Scots.
Okay.
Maybe Scottish Gaelic is another name for it.
Well,
I don't know.
no, Gaelic is an entirely separate language.
That's Irish. Yeah.
But I
This is
don't know.
Scottish,
That's weird to call it a language, though. Like, at best, it's a dialect.
You know what the difference in a language and a dialect is?
No, I guess
A
not.
standing army.
What?
Military conquest. You know,
Really?
being able to put your stamp on something and be like,
a state versus
this is our language. Yeah, statehood. Yeah. So
I don't know if that counts as,
So here-
as a
here's
standardized
the fun part.
definition.
You don't know what decides the language? Winners.
Yes, that's right. Fucking
Right.
history.
Mm-hmm.
So people in Scotland feel that this is a real language, and it goes back a long time ago, and it did develop independently. But if you go and look up like Scots Wikipedia or examples of Scots language, it legitimately sounds like somebody's just like typing out how Scottish people talk with ridiculous.
No, that's
words.
exactly how it is. And like fucking backwoods ass Scottish is just impossible to understand English.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds like Welsh, but it's just really bad English.
Yep. Here's the official Wikipedia of Scots. I recommend you pull it up next time you've been drinking or smoking and you just want to giggle. You have to read it out loud, though.
So what I'm hearing is what I'm going to teach my daughter.
Are you gonna
Yeah.
link it or something? Like, how do I pull this up if you don't show it to me?
It's in the stream chat.
You put it in stream chat, not Discord.
Of
Yeah, but
course.
you can't
Stop.
link in stream
You
chat.
can't see it. Yeah.
It deletes them.
Yeah,
All these links I've been posting over the years have been deleted. And I didn't even know it.
yeah.
Wow. How many links did you
Disguise it.
post?
Not many. He says all these, probably like 5.
I wonder if I can get any of these through.
I mean,
I'm
if you give
still
it to me, I
curious
can
what those
post
other
it.
4 were.
Did that go through with the space randomly in it?
Yeah, but we'd have to, if we copy it and remove the space, that would work.
There you go. Copy that and remove that space.
That's fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, Robert Burns. Robert Burns, called Robbie.
What?
Robbie Burns is in the national poet of Scotland. He wrote in Scots with whilst in some English influence. He's widely kent as national maker of Scotland, and his work is celebrated all over the world.
Oh my gosh.
It's really good. It's a hole. It's an incredible hole to go crawl down.
And he
The
kind
board.
of licked. I
Continue.
literally cannot read this in an accent because it's so hard for my brain to even read it at all. Like,
Look at
it's
the
too
top
much.
line. Welcome to Wikipedia.
Welcome to
Ridiculous.
Wikipedia.
I'm
Welcome.
Australian right now.
Yeah. Definitely from Australia there. The free encyclopedia. The whole body can eat it.
Liberalism. Liberalism aside.
Anyways, back in the game before we all end up in this hole.
Yes.
Oh, we're here.
You've decided, you discussed that you have some food. You've gotten each other's names, though I'm sure you've all forgotten them already.
Wrote them down. I know my
Nice.
memory.
Nice.
I know. Except the doctor.
Except
What
for the
was-
Docker.
Dr. Foggin.
Foggin? Is that it?
Yeah.
All right.
It's either Foggin or Thoggin,
One
like
of
a
those.
TH. Yeah.
Both
It's either F or a TH.
basically the same thing in Scotland.
Yep.
Falcon?
Dungeon, what was your name? I didn't. I got it
Eustace.
before I wrote it.
Eleanor Rigby.
Eleanor Rigby Eustace, but you call him Eustace.
Right. So you've traded names. You decided that you've probably got enough food. What are you doing?
We're opening the door.
Oh, so you're approaching the door.
Yeah.
Aggie's leading.
You can't even see the door from where you're at.
How do you know there's a door? Have you been here before, Aggie? You gotta keep an eye on her.
You should be able to control your characters if you'd like to move around, and your light should move with you.
Perfect. Which one is my character? I
The one you
literally
can
cannot
move.
tell.
The only one,
Okay.
the only one you can select.
Ooh, my guy got armor.
All right. I'm approaching this, what I think should be the door. I'm just walking straight over. I do hear the sound of water, so I know I'm on some kind of bridge.
It clears the fog of war as you move your token. Oh my god, that is so cool.
Yeah, it's pretty legit. Not gonna lie. It looks like somebody's about to fall off into the moat.
Just
I
look
really
at
don't-
Oh, there's a big comfy chair here.
Hey, I found a door.
Is it made out of bread?
Is it made out of bread?
Wait a minute.
I
Am
I
on
examined the
route?
chair. Is it made out of bread?
It is not made out of bread. It is, in fact, made of black pig iron.
Black pig iron.
Aggie, is this a door you were talking about over here?
Why does it look like...
What is this?
Yeah, well, I feel like he's laying down.
Fucking Eustace taking a nap over there by the side entrance.
Found it. trying to
Eustace,
look
where
at
are you? Where did you go?
I'm down over here. Guys, I found a door. I think it's
Where did it
Aggie's.
come from? Where did you go?
But where? But I think we're at the door or the walkway of where we're supposed to be going.
Careful. The main doors are usually trapped in big spooky places. We should try a
How
random.
would you know that?
Well, I
You've
mean,
never even seen a castle with a
Wait.
door.
we places all the time.
You don't trap the front door or the side door. You trap the doors inside where the special things are.
The special things. Yes, the jewels.
Like crowns.
Yes, crowns. All that good stuff. The things that I will soon have as your queen.
They trap rooms with clowns? Is that what you just said? Did I hear
No,
that right?
crowns. Crowns.
Clowns. Understood.
Crowns.
I'm trying to open up the door.
You pull on the Great Keep's main doors, and it resists a bit. These are large, heavy, and likely have not been properly maintained. But with not too much effort, there's some give. And then there's a lot more give, as if it's being pushed from the other side.
What
I'm gonna,
is?
I'm gonna look up and around and try and see if I see any mechanism that would help the door open or not.
Nope.
Okay.
The door begins to open more rapidly than you can tell that you're pulling, though for the other three of you, it just looks like he's opening the door pretty quickly. And a elderly dwarf comes tumbling through the gap as soon as it's wide enough to admit him. He looks harried and a little panic-stricken. His face is unnaturally white, as if he's lost too much blood or perhaps is just in that panic state. His tunic is essentially intact, but he's missing his right shoe, and the remnants of a workman's belt hangs in like by thin strands of leather. Only the belt and its loops, none of the tools. He tumbles out, hits the ground, and starts to rapidly crawl, hands and knees, away from the door. He's panting, breathing hard, eager to escape.
I'm just gonna see him, sort of, and just say, like, excuse me, are you okay?
He looks back, eyes in that what's the word they use that typically only applies to horses? When a horse is scared and like
Spooked.
no, it's like they're talking about eye, like the horse's eyes are blank. Because they're like when they are spooked and like the iris and everything contracts and you can see a lot more of the whites. There's a word that they use. It's normally horses, like applied to horses only.
I have 0 horse knowledge to offer.
Yeah, all my knowledge for the night was in Scots. I didn't put anything into horses.
I don't know. Anyways, no, not skittish. I'm talking about specifically the eyes. Or anyways, but yeah, like you.
It's Scottish.
Talking to Zarb. Not...
Oh.
Sorry. Anyways, like he looks back with panic-stricken eyes. You see that like it looks like all of the iris has like constricted. You see a lot more of the whites than you ought to be able to. Maybe it's that the eyes are bulging, or maybe the irises have in fact somehow constricted in place. He looks back, says some gibberish. No, I gotta go. Oh, you fucking weed. I don't need no.
Over here.
He's panic crawling away.
You're not gonna stay and tell us what's going on?
Nah, fuck you.
Well, that's rude. Fuck you too.
Over here, I can help.
The dog wants to
Eustace,
help
I
as well.
don't think you should waste your time on him. He doesn't want to offer us any help, and he doesn't want any help from us.
We need to be able to help anyone that we come across.
I mean, I wouldn't mind, but we can't force the man to come back here. Merry way.
What's he doing right
I
now?
beg to differ.
We
can't force him.
He is proactively headed for the stairs.
So I'm yelling over here. He doesn't care.
Yeah. He wants to leave. He can give 2 fucks about you and what you're doing.
Why did he open the door then? If he didn't even want to meet us.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over towards the stairs. And can I casually get there before him?
No, I mean he's in a hurry. You'd have to jog.
Okay, I'll scoot over. Wait. Hang on.
He's not gonna willingly stop here, if that's what you're asking.
Okay, I'm like, wait. And I'm stopping here. Does it look like he's gonna stop?
No.
I'm gonna put my foot out and trip him at the top of the stairs.
He's hands and knees.
Oh, he's crawling.
He's literally he's panic crawling to escape.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my foot up into his head and stop him from crawling.
You're just gonna like put it on his face and force him to stop?
Yes.
Okay.
Calm down. You're not gonna make it down the stairs if you crawl.
He keeps trying for a moment, not really realizing what you're doing, and finally, kind of comes back to the moment and Looks up. What are you doing?
You're liable to hurt yourself. You need to calm down.
I'm liable to hurt you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get out of your way. And I'm going to sidestep him.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try and put that foot out and kill him.
Kill him?
Well, trip him down the stairs.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how
okay. I was like, we're
so-
making a big graduation from trip to murder. Okay.
It's possible.
Oh yeah, it's possible. Like trip and murder, sure, I understand. But I thought you were just gonna be like, I would like to murder.
Curb stomp this guy until he's
Yes.
dead.
No. Eustace just wants to learn from him.
Okay, you stick a foot out, and he puts his arm his arm over it, but forgets to do so for his his back leg as his.
Oh, I thought he stood up.
No, he didn't stand up. He's still fucking crawling.
Okay, then I'm just gonna bar him from going down there with my foot. I don't want this guy crawling down the stairs. Like if he can't even stand up and panic and run, then I'm not gonna trip him down the stairs.
Why don't you make a normal roll for me?
Where is this happening on this map?
At the stairs. up the
edge of
stairs.
the stairs, at the edge of the top set of stairs.
Okay, so those stairs that are visible right now. Got it.
Is that somebody going inside that I see?
No, I couldn't tell if we were already inside.
The
so
door,
I was
the
like,
door is
are there
the door is currently one dwarf shoulder width of wide and open.
got it. Yeah, I'm
Alright.
just kind of watching the whole thing unfold with Eustace and the guy.
Okay. You put out a leg, but realizing your intent, he grasps hold of you and pushes you off balance so that he can crawl down the stairs.
Okay, I'm gonna twirl around and catch myself as I start to stagger a little bit, and I'm just gonna watch. Is he actually crawling down the stairs successfully?
He is. Probably bruising the shit out of his shins, but he is.
Does he have a backpack or anything on?
No, I described exactly what he is wearing and looks like. He is wearing only a tunic, so a long shirt, and a tattered workman's belt.
Yeah. Well, good luck. Big gulps, and I'm gonna walk back on over.
Okay.
Is that all you're gonna do? I thought you were gonna do more, Eustace. You seemed very bent on getting him to help us or something, or help
did.
him.
I did want information out of him, but if he's gonna crawl down the stairs, he's not in his right mind, and I don't think the information we get from him would be useful.
How fast is this guy going?
When he hits the base of the first set of stairs, he will stand up and attempt to run.
Oh,
Like he was panic stricken at getting out the door, and that's why he was crawling. But as he gets further and further away, it looks like he's returning to his faculties.
Alright, then I won't fuck with him. He's lucky he can run.
All right.
Well, I suppose we should go in. I don't know what we could do out here anymore. I wonder what he was running from.
probably something in the house.
Probably a mouse.
Yeah.
Would you run from a mouse, Willie?
No, would you?
Absolutely not.
I mean, how big of a
Why
mouse?
would you say a mouse then?
It's creepy here. What do you mean? You see shadows, and it makes things bigger. You don't know what it is. I'm just saying.
Sure. I guess we'll find out soon enough, won't we? So let's
Let's go.
make her in.
All right.
Where there's mice, there's cheese.
You all slip in through the dwarf-sized opening.
Yes.
I'm going in last.
Am I dwarf size?
That's up to you. Are you?
Nope. I'm not. I'm too big to fit, so I got to try and open the door more.
All right. With his extra broad shoulders, Willie pulls the door a little. It's back to being super heavy. You can pull it, and that's fine. But it's most likely that it was the dwarf who was assisting you in pushing it so hard. You open it another 6 inches to comfortably accommodate your broad shoulders. You see just beyond the threshold a large stone foyer and it looks like maybe the hint of a very old, very dusty carpet.
Well, this doesn't look good.
As you
This looks real bad.
As you step into the foyer, you take note that those two stone placements, or I don't know, standing columns, not exactly what you had thought they were. They appear to be stylized as stone barrows, graves, or crypts. And the carpet, covered in dust, gray and lifeless and colorless, illuminates a huge swoop-stroked symbol in a dull but bright, the light is bright but the color is dull orange.
Do any of you know what that means?
Looks like initials.
I have no idea myself, so
Oh,
I got
a
nothing here. Doctor, do you got anything?
It's VX.
I have no idea.
Y'all don't know
Well-
VX?
do you think? I guess it could be a V and an X. I don't know.
It's very exciting. That's why that guy was so excited to leave. He couldn't handle how cool it was.
Have you heard of any magic associated with this place? I've heard of hauntings, but I've never heard of this sort of thing.
Magic.
Yeah.
And all the witches in the land. There couldn't be any magic here, I suppose.
The only magic I've seen is, people with card tricks and coins and stuff, and it's always bullshit. They just do fancy stuff with their hands.
Well, this is something way more than that. So
I'll walk up to inspect it.
Could be bugs.
As Eustace comes in last, and Willie steps forward to inspect the carpet and the glowing letters or symbol, the main doors close. And you can hear them bar, though you don't see a physical bar.
all right, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that fella that we passed out there might have been trapped in here. Who knows how long? And I think we were the ones to come along and open the door, so we kind of let him out. And I don't know if we're going to get out ourselves. This is not good.
We'll figure something out.
Willie, you step forward to investigate the glowing symbols, and nothing happens. Just glowing symbols inside of an ancient, dilapidated carpet.
Even like whenever I touch it, there's nothing. It's just
Yeah,
glowing.
you poke it with a foot, nothing happens.
Want to take my foot and try and rub it to see if it rubs off, if it's some type of ink or if it's.
A great deal of dust kicks up into the air, but other than that, it seems to have been part of the carpet weave.
Okay.
Did you figure anything out, Willie?
Not a cloud. I got nothing on this. This shit's a mystery to me.
Perhaps we should just leave it alone and then continue on and see if we can't figure out any clues as to why it's glowing further in.
All right, let's go then.
Maybe it has something to do with these stone coffins.
I don't even want to touch those things.
I mean, they're
You
right
know
at
this
the
place
front
was
door.
rumored haunt.
Like, they're at the front door like they're here for visitors.
That doesn't make me feel very good at all.
There's
I
supplies.
don't want deceased visitors or
Hmm.
deceased house caretakers, castle caretakers.
No, maybe it's supplies for people staying here. You know, like they put out some dried goods or bedding or something here. You never know. I'm gonna take a look at the left one.
And for all intents and purposes, it appears to be like a closed stone coffin or crypt.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Trying to.
it's got like a stone relief, like an impression of roughly humanoid shape on the top.
You wanna try and open it, or
Yeah, there might be supplies inside.
all right, let's open it.
One of you can help the other, and that person can roll with a +1.
All right. You're pretty burly. Come give me a hand with this.
All right.
Who's roll? Oh,
Yeah.
There we go. 2 4s. The two of you set your hands or your shoulders against the top of this and push hard. It slides off, grinding stone on stone. The first thing that hits you is the smell. It smells like just decades of like dust and stale air. You give a little cough, but otherwise seem fine. Take a peek inside. You see the it looks like a uniform. Looks like
I knew
clothes.
I knew it. Supplies. There's some cool clothes in here. Maybe pajamas.
Once you see if they fit you, they look about the right size.
All right. I mean, these clothes, I've been wearing them 2 weeks, covered in, old beer and cheese stains and junk. So, okay, I could use some nice clothes.
Alright.
Things are already looking up.
You hop up and kind of split yourself at the waist to lean into this large container, scoop up an armful of these clothes. You've got maybe 2 full sets of what looks to be some sort of uniform style of clothing.
Cool. I'm going to see if I can put one on.
Sure.
See what-
You tossed the first one. It was a little too small, but the second one's right about your size. A little too short in the sleeves, but otherwise it fits pretty nice.
I already feel like a king. This is the fanciest thing I've ever worn. Y'all should check the other one out. There might be more clothes.
I'm over at the other one, kind of looking at it, but there's no way I'm gonna try to open this thing.
Okay. It looks the same as the other one did when it was closed.
I really don't think it's a good idea that we're opening these.
So,
You
if
want
you
some
had
clothes?
a house and a lot of money, what would you put at the very front of it?
Well, I sure wouldn't put anything that looked like a coffin.
That's an interesting style
starters.
decision. You gotta assume they were, looking out for their guests, or maybe they only wanted like really smart guests to get the cool stuff inside.
If I were looking out for my guests, I would have a carafe of water at the beginning and then maybe some muffins or something.
That's because you don't
Not
think
this.
like
Oh, you're actually quite wrong. I think like a queen. You would be very lucky to have someone who would offer you food and water upon arrival.
and not just scared old men in coffins. Yeah, that would have been
No.
nice. Although the glowing carpet's kind of cool.
I agree. It is a nice touch.
Willie, you want to check out the other coffin, see if there's anything in there your size?
I'm not putting none of that on.
Oh, yeah, it smells, but not as bad as my other set. In fact, I'm never wearing those again. Like,
you know, you can go wash them out in the thing out there, right?
wash out years of smoke and beer and cheese and phlegm and bleh. It sucks working in a bar, man. Maybe things are looking up. It's not as bad as the military, but okay.
If you really want to open it, I'll open it with you, but I'm not putting none of that on.
I got my fill. It's all right. I'm gonna look up and see what the ceiling looks like.
The ceiling is taller than your torchlight.
Wow, this is the biggest room I've ever been in. Doctor, when do you think this place was built?
James, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
Yeah, he's made. What could I roll to maybe make a guess at how old it is?
Would you say that Dr. Foggin is a reasonable, knowledgeable person on architecture?
He's probably visited a ruin or two, but not, in search of books sort of thing.
You probably think it's within the current stylistic architectural period, but more than that, not really your realm of expertise. So, like, if we were in the Gothic period, this would be a Gothic castle.
Right.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna say look back to the room and be like, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and keep walking around. We're gonna figure this place out.
What color and style is the uniform I put on?
All black.
Fancy.
It is a well-made, like, good linen quality tunic. Simple, but nicely cut pantaloons. A fine satin belt. And white cuffs are the only color of your entire ensemble.
What color was the guy that left? Or do I not recall?
The dwarf?
Yeah, shirt and a belt, right?
His simple tunic was dirty green brown.
Okay.
My discarded clothes are classic villager wear, which is a white crappy shirt and brown dirty pants.
Hell yeah.
Which were white at one point.
Is that a roll for something that I heard?
Sorry, I thought you'd ask for a roll for the age of the place.
No, I just told you what you knew.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep walking.
You herder of children.
That's me. All right, you're walking forward. You discover a second glowing set of symbols. As you continue, apparently, you see what looks to be the beginnings of a third set.
Another set of weird letters or
Is what?
whatever.
No, it's not a bird. If you the light lines are a little awkward there, but it's a torch on the map. It's just like what is down there on the left side.
Oh, over on the right?
Yeah, near you, that white line. Is that what you're asking about?
Am I crossing over like a
Yeah,
barrier?
You're crossing over a light line. That's like stepping off the outside of the room. Basically, if your light doesn't pass it, that's usually a wall.
So I can assume there's walls here where the green
Correct.
stuff is?
Correct. The green stuff is like the backdrop. That'd be just like the scene beneath the castle area in the map. So, as you venture forth, you find in total so far, 3 symbols on the carpeting. What looks like a 4th symbol off the carpet to the north against the wall, and 2 more of these coffin-like receptacles.
This is a puzzle. Or some
What do you
very
mean a puzzle?
strange decorations. Or a test.
Say to the group, let's follow the trail if there is one. It seems like they're going somewhere, leading us somewhere.
This can't just be decoration. It doesn't make any sense.
I've never seen anything in this like this in my life. I have no idea what to even say about it. I'm kind of just taken aback.
This one over here seems kind of different. I feel like they're following a pattern in the middle.
And as you step out to the side, you spot another on the far wall, the southwest corner.
I'm gonna bend over and touch this.
That the glowy thing there, or what was this?
Yeah. The glowy thing in front of me.
Okay. Same result as when Willie was tapping it with his foot. Nothing seems to happen. It's just painted or engraved or embedded into the ground. We have stepped further forward, revealing even more of these glowing symbols along the carpet. For reference, the torches that you're walking by are not lit, and though they are on the map.
Got it.
Do we? Obviously, we sit, but do we realize that they're torches or?
Yeah. They're definitely like torch stands or like movable sconces.
I'm gonna walk up and try and light one.
Okay. You approach one of the standing braziers and find that what you expected to be coals are some sort of metallic stone.
I'm gonna attempt to light it with my own torch.
Okay. You pull out your torch and you put it in. They don't seem to light. Nothing seems to happen. Except for Eustace. Eustace, the torch, the standing brazier he's lighting, lights up. A steady, dull white flame, illuminating the surrounding area just for you.
I see that.
You do?
What kind of flame is that?
One that doesn't exist.
Very funny. It's white.
You're the funny one. There's not a
Kinda
flame
weird.
there.
I don't know if I've ever seen a flame like that. I'm gonna walk over and look at it closer.
Does anybody else see what this guy's seeing?
What's going on?
He says there's a flame here. He said there's a white flame.
I'm gonna turn around and look at the flame. Or the lack thereof.
Okay.
Do I notice
There's
anything
no
interesting
flame
about this?
there.
So for
I
reference,
feel like they're my ghost dog.
I just lit up the area, but again, only Eustace sees the lit surroundings. Eustace, you approach, and yeah, it's peculiar. You might even call it ghostly, but other than that, it just looks like fire.
Huh. This is very pure white fire.
You
This is like cloud fire.
you take a quick glance around and see that it's casting quite a lot of light. You can see everything that you can actually see here on the map. You can see in game as well. A lot more of the symbols, most of the area, as well as a major staircase and a minor staircase up ahead. Everyone else is still limited to their basically very near surroundings.
This is actually brighter than it probably even should be.
Much brighter
is
than it should be.
I mean, I've lived most of my life by the candlelight and by the firelight in the tavern, and yeah, our torches don't burn like that. What'd you light that with?
My torch, and I go to touch it to see if I feel any heat or anything like that.
Cold and dead.
I see him put
What
his
is
hand.
he going on about?
Did you
There's
just
no
put your?
flame.
There's nothing there. There's nothing here.
We still can't see anything. What are you even going on about?
So I see a lot of stuff. Like you just like that fire. You just put your hand in a white fire, and it didn't burn you because you didn't yell. And y'all are saying you don't even see the light from the fire he just lit.
We don't see a fire. I mean, at least I don't. Willie, Doctor, do you see a fire?
Would I put my hand in a fire?
I mean, you'd eat a sofa or whatever, or a futon, but I don't know.
I don't see anything.
How many coffins were there?
You've passed 4 total.
Okay. There's 4 coffins. There's 4 of us. I think we should open another one and see if there's more clothes.
Well,
That's saying you know
normally
it.
I wouldn't. Normally I'd say you're out of your mind, but to be honest, I still think you're out of your mind, but you might have a point because you're the only one that's done anything like put on his clothes. So let's open a coffin, I guess.
I mean,
I
maybe
don't
they're
know.
more light-seeing clothes.
Maybe they're something to do with it. I really can't say.
Yeah. Maybe somebody other than me should open up that coffin really close to us, right?
Sure. Would somebody give me a hand? Because I can't really reach it.
Oh, I think I have some knuckle bones in here, if that will help.
I like jokes.
All right, I'll come help.
Thank you.
My dad used to tell jokes until I got old enough that he said I didn't deserve jokes anymore.
Oh,
All right, one of the 2 of you roll the +1. You can decide who.
you can go and roll,
Doctor.
Pepper.
Oh, you want me to roll? Okay.
Just barely. Counts. As long as you get a 4, it doesn't matter how many 1s you get.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Poor Aggie, a little too short for this task, stands up on her tiptoes and just gives a mighty shove to the lid she can barely reach. It shunts aside a few inches, not that she's tall enough to see inside. If you'd like, you can clamber up.
Yeah, I definitely want to do that.
Okay. She snags the top and bodies herself over the ledge, peeks ahead in. You see what looks to be a stack of silver or maybe extremely polished, maybe like mirror polished, kind of like iron or something, steel serving trays. And next to them, several very clean but dusty pitchers.
I knew it. This is like storage and supplies. Nobody would be keeping dead people in their lobby. Let's open all of them up.
I don't know if you're looking in here, but this isn't really supplies. I'd say they're more of a memorabilia or something. I'm gonna take one of the photos out and look at it.
Photos.
I thought you said there was like a photo or something.
A pitcher
Did
for
I-
water.
I said picture, not picture.
Oh, picture. Yeah, that's what I thought you said. I thought you said picture. Okay. All right. That makes a lot more sense with the tray. I'm not going to touch anything in it. I'm just going to look
Okay.
at it.
We have some nice stuff to eat with. There's nice stuff to wear in that one. Maybe the next one will be bedding.
Well, I'm not going to touch this. I don't want to be a server.
I mean, I like to eat off of nice things. I like to wear nice things. I mean, like I said,
I like to eat off of nice things too, but I don't want to be a server. I want to be a queen.
okay, so I am a server and I want to be a king. I get it. But I mean, if your choice is eat out of your hand or off the floor or off those nice trays and plates, and
My
No.
choice is to try a different coffin.
go thunk that one over there, Muscles.
All right.
I'm gonna walk over to a different one.
We'll carry those
Really?
rolls. We'll carry those rolls forward. Are you gonna go across? Or are you gonna go back to the beginning?
I will go back to the beginning.
All right.
So straight down.
You head back to the beginning. He had already done the
yeah.
left one, so you'll head over to the right.
All right.
Ooh. While they're doing that one, I'm gonna go do the other one on my own.
Okay. We'll not make you roll again. You already succeeded at this kind of stuff. Aggie, you push yours off first, clamber up and look inside. You see several pairs of fine leather shoes. What appears to be a like small boxes, like very small, maybe only yay large, that are closed, but like a stack of those, and a folded stack of some things. It's like just like it looks like cloth, but they're folded into like small piles or squares, and in there as well. So you got shoes, something in a box, and a stack of something.
And what Eustace had was just the outfit. He didn't have shoes.
Correct. Eustace's first box was shirt and pants, basically. Shirt, pants, and belt.
All right, I'm starting to see a theme here. So hear me out. In this one, we have some peculiar boxes, some strange cloth folded up, all tiny and like. And then we have some very nice leather shoes.
I'm gonna pause
Now-
mid-push and rush over there.
You-
Some nice shoes.
Eustace, you've already got
I
yours
mean-
open by the time she's saying this. So she's looking inside, takes a look, but you're like, oh, nice shoes. Oh, nice shoes. And, you know, like, glance over, oh, nice shoes. Glance back, take a look down in yours. And there are sets of heavy iron manacles.
I'm not gonna say anything about that and go over there to the shoes.
Okay.
Man, you think they have my size? These sandals are really starting to get on my nerves.
It's just one pair of shoes, right?
No, several pairs.
Several pairs?
Yeah, plenty of shoes.
Do they have any wear and tear on them? Or
They look extremely good quality and in perfect condition.
Glance on in there. Hey, these go perfectly with this uniform.
They do. They're a very solid black with what looks to be dyed white laces.
Look at me. I look like a, rich person or entertainer or something. This is cool.
I look in and I'm like, what's in the box?
Oh,
What's the box, Sherry?
I'm gonna be putting these shoes on.
That looks foppish.
I don't think I'm liking anything that's in these storage supply coffin things. They're a bit odd.
Eustace,
There's no weapons.
do you grab a box or one of the cloth things?
I got a pair of shoes on. I'm trying to find a pair of shoes that fits.
Alright.
Do I find a pair?
Of course.
Oh, sweet.
It's not
Feeling
perfect.
really good.
Probably a half size too big, but I mean, fuck. In these days, that's basically perfect fit anyway. You gotta wear thick ass socks to beat back the cold.
Way more comfortable than anything I've ever worn. Very excited at this point. So yeah, looking at the other stuff in there. Wow, they got handkerchiefs, and I'll grab one of those things.
when you kind of wrap it out from its folding, it's not a handkerchief. At first, it's just a kind of oddly rounded piece of cloth with a large hole at the bottom. When you spot a couple more holes, or maybe not holes so much as like thinning layers, 2 of them.
What the hell is this?
You put your hand in the big, like at first you turn it upside down. It's got one big hole, kind of like a sack, and you look inside, and there's nothing really there. But that's how you discover the 2 layers, because you can see just a little bit of light coming through one side at 2 holes. Doesn't go all the way through. It's just like thinner at that spot.
This is a weird sack.
What color is it?
Black.
And try and turn it inside out.
It's inside out.
Okay, I guess this is a sack. I don't know the significance, but this is definitely nicer material than any sack I've ever carried things in. So, okay.
I'm just watching him with this
it's a
sack.
change first. Maybe a mistake.
Since we're in medieval times, I'm going to assume my character knows this. I'm just going to be like, have you not watched an execution?
I mean, yeah, I've seen that stuff.
What do they wear?
Oh, goodness.
Oh, this is an executioner's hat? Oh, that's kind of cool. And I'll put it on.
Dungeon dons the mask.
What do I see? I see through the little holes?
You can see through the, like, you gotta rotate it to get it right, but yeah, you can see through the holes. That's why it's thinner, so you can, and of course it, occludes your vision a little, but not so much that you couldn't, wear it functionally.
Oh, cool. Is this scary, guys?
To be honest, a little bit unnerving.
I mean, yeah, it's like an executioner hat, so yeah.
I mean,
Put my hand on my axe.
Okay.
Ooh.
It's going to be like, a little bit.
Okay. So I'll take it off.
Okay.
I don't want to freak anybody out, but it is kind of cool. I'll hang on to it in case we got to scare anybody. And what else we got?
The
A little box. All right. How many little boxes is that?
Plenty.
Oh, why are there so many little boxes? What are in those?
You
Did
grab
y'all
one.
look in these? Yeah.
Inside are accessories. There's cufflinks, a pin or like something to hold that, like right at the neck of your shirt. That's like a stylized. Actually, it looks a lot like the S-shaped rune in the center of the carpet.
Man, this is stuff like my dad wears and like the really fancy people who come through. Okay, cool. I know what these do. And I'll start putting it all on the clothes I got.
All right.
I'm
Looks very fancy.
gonna walk over to one of the lids and inspect the top quite a bit more and actually look at it.
The exterior top or the interior top?
The exterior top.
If you look very closely and kind of take some time with your hands, you can make a rough approximation that at one point in time, the lids probably indicated what was inside of each container, but the years have worn the stone down that it's really hard to tell now.
Okay.
Because like all of them were a roughly humanoid shape, but on the first one that Dungeon went to, you can feel some like more cut impressions around the torso and the legs. And on the accessories box, you can see that, oh yeah, the shoes used to be really pronounced in the stone.
Okay.
So, what do y'all think? Pretty nice outfit, right? There's another one over there. Might be one of y'all's sizes.
I don't have a good feeling about that. I'm gonna avoid that one like the plague.
Well, suit yourself. I'll suit myself.
Obviously.
For the first
hesitant at
time,
all.
I'm feeling so good about this. This is... Man, this has got to be like one of the best days of my life in like, God, maybe months. This is so cool. They just put all this nice stuff out here. I wonder what the hell that guy was running from.
Well, let's go see if we can find out.
Oh, by the way, that other one over there, that had like wrist chains.
Like bracelets?
No, like those things, we were talking about executions, like those things that they put on them to stop their hands from moving too far apart.
Shackles?
Yeah, that kind of stuff. So that's weird, right? Like the other ones had useful stuff, and that one's got like, I don't know.
You
I
don't
mean,
think
maybe
it's
useful to
strange?
restrict.
You
Actually, you know what?
You don't want to put those on too?
No, I've got like a small knife, but do you think one of those would be a better weapon than that? I'm gonna walk over there and grab one.
Grab a set of manacles.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pick it up. Is it really heavy?
It is. There is thick, heavy iron. It comes on a chain. Technically speaking, if you could muster a swing, it would probably be extremely painful.
I'm gonna see if I can lift it well enough to swing it.
You can. You probably get tired pretty quickly, but you could definitely manage to swing these at somebody, several times.
If there's more crazy old dwarf guys in here, or if one of y'all tries any crazy stuff, I feel like I could do more damage with this than, my knife I stole out of the drawer. Yeah, I think I'll take one of these. Anybody else want one? It's kind of weird, but...
Can you see any engravings on it, or is there anything odd on them?
I'm going to look down at the little wrist pieces and see if there's anything engraved on it.
No, seems like just simple hammered iron.
Not really. I'll just put it around my neck so I can carry it easily but still have access to it.
Eustace, up ahead, you hear the faint sound of music. It reminds you of your younger days on those rare occasions when the local baron would come through your village just on like a goodwill tour, and he'd bring some players to the inn with him. Sounds like several stringed instruments playing a song.
Wow. Now that is a quality of music I have not heard in a decade, since I was a kid. Do y'all hear that?
First he's seeing things, now he's hearing things.
Hang on, do y'all...
I'm really starting to wonder about you, Eustace.
You don't hear music right now?
No.
Okay. It's gotta have something to do with the things in these boxes. Come grab some of these chains and tell me if you hear music.
But you don't know what you're doing. You're messing with something that's obviously way more than we could ever imagine doing. I'm not sure I'm comfortable putting it on my body.
Stop. Yeah, I mean, I'm not wearing it. I'm just like holding it around my neck. Like
It might be stuff, but there's something associated with it.
Okay, come on. Somebody come pick this up and tell me if I'm crazy.
You're crazy. I'm not touching it.
Y'all all buy into this spooky magic haunting stuff, really?
It's not that we're buying into anything. It's
You're just
literally
afraid to touch it. Okay.
All right, well, why don't you go touch what I touched earlier and see if it
Y'all
burns?
are all older than me, and you're afraid to pick up a chain. Wow.
Afraid?
Yeah, come pick this up.
All right.
Well,
I go grab the thing that I lit.
Command.
Would you
Sorry,
say,
you do what?
James?
What if it's the chain of command?
Kosher, what'd you say you do?
Someone go grab this
Oh,
torch.
I muted myself. Hold on, I don't know what I did. What is this? Is this a button? Hello?
Hello?
No?
Hello?
What happened?
Uh-oh. Out of batteries?
Oh, Jesus. I done.
Can you hear me now?
Dog is concerned. What's going on, mister? Need help?
Oh, no. Headphones,
This is a
why?
good
I don't even know what this button
popsicle.
does.
Hold on. Popsicle break.
Oh, maybe that's it. Hello?
That button activates popsicles.
Nope. Doggo, what are you doing?
Chewing on it.
Why are you like this?
It's funny because you can't hear what I'm saying.
Dog, I can't see the thing. Why are you doing this? Why do you hate me?
Hey, Randy's really cool and great. Don't tell him.
No, what the fuck did I do?
You'll never know.
I pressed
What's
the
your
button.
favorite thing about Randy, Kosher?
Oh, that ain't it.
Oh, wait, here we go. James, you've known Randy a long time.
Please
Tell us
turn
the
him
top
back
Randy
on.
story.
There was once a time with mooses. Meese.
Hello?
Hey,
Well,
No? Damn it. What
Okay, you
did
still
I
can't.
do? Oh, no. No, I don't think that's the right setting. What is... I
Well,
can't help you, dog.
my favorite thing about good old Randy is probably that he comes off kind of brash, but is a great person.
I'm
I vibe with that. It's
Are we sharing Randyisms?
Yeah, because he can't hear us.
Okay. All right. I definitely like that Randy's a dog person. I mean, I know he likes animals, but he has a dog. So I gotta give him, props for that. What are you doing in here?
I like the way he holds his knife and the way he sings off key.
Why are you breathing like that?
I need to get a
Damn
I need to get
hell.
like a prop pipe
I'm not
because
dead.
that's what I was planning on doing with this character.
I could tell. I could tell. Nothing?
No, that's alright.
Speaking of pipes,
We're gonna run this stream on our own.
is marijuana close to legal in Kentucky?
Stream still says you.
We are still kind of a tobacco state, so no, probably not. Like I would assume that
Alright,
if
well,
like
the
the
dog is
legislator
suffering,
ran on it.
apparently, so that's all. Take a break. Take the dog out to pee, and we'll be back, and I'll figure this out maybe.
He's not gonna figure it out.
But God, what I was talking about? Oh, tobacco state. Yeah. So, anyways, like hemp just kind of became legal to grow here. So, I mean, we've at least kind of made that next step. There's been a few bills that's been proposed here about it.
Was it the National Farm Bill? Talking about like 3 years ago, hemp,
Yeah.
CBD, all that. Yeah,
Yeah.
national stuff.
Okay, yeah. So, and then there's been a few legislations to make it medically legal here, I guess, but it's probably
sworn there were,
not
like, rumblings out of y'all's governor that that was potentially something to look at for tax revenue.
I mean, it is, but his whole reasoning is because he's got to get more tax revenue. Because it's one of those that like we have to meet. We either have to like, as much as I hated our last governor, he wasn't wrong about having to like reform a whole bunch of the stuff for the teachers' pension and stuff. It's just,
Oh yeah, you fuck teachers, you fuck your job.
well, but the whole issue is that we're running out of like we don't have money for it. So it's we either gotta increase tax revenue or.
I'm gonna grab a beer and a snack real quick before Andy gets back, but I do want to keep hearing that.
My dog's going crazy in the background.
Mine is
You're
like,
just gonna leave it there? He moved his bed all the way from over in this corner that you can't see over here in the middle of the room. Literally just to leave. I don't understand him. Where'd you go?
he knows that he wants to be seen on camera.
Yeah, he is. Let me tell you something. I was on a Zoom call for work the other day, and this guy in the third party like that we use was like, Stacy, I have to tell you, I love your dog, because he'll come in that doorway and just stand there and like look at me and then leave, and then he'll come back and do it again, and I'm like, I'm busy. I can't help you right now.
Awesome.
Exactly like that.
See, just like that.
What are you doing? Come back. Oh my god.
My
what a
office. My office is a bunch of people that are similar to me. And just, I feel like if you're in the office for like meetings and stuff, a voice is just perfectly fine. And people that use video are weirdos to me. Well, the only reason why is because basically nobody in our office does it except for like a very, very select few people.
Yeah. Yeah, basically all our meetings are now on like Zoom or Google or some kind of video thing. So
We use Teams.
yeah, fuck that shit. That shit always pops up on my computer when I have to restart it or something, and I'm like, I don't want this shit. Get out of here.
Turn off the auto startup.
I should. Yeah, we have Google for like everything. We have Gmail and then like, Google Drive and everything for work. So
Well, we're invested in Microsoft, so we're like, well, like, so the schools can use Google, but our department heads are like, we're sticking with Microsoft. So
it's silly. Why not just stick with whatever works best?
why not go with what saves the most money?
That too.
As long as it's like a reasonably good service. Like I can understand if it's like we're like, no, there's no way it could support us or whatever, but
yeah, it's always fun when we're on these calls because like sometimes we have like town halls, so it's like the whole company, and then sometimes there's a worldwide meeting because there's like other marketing arms across the world. And it's just like, there's so many people on these calls and I love it because there's always somebody doing something totally inappropriate or like doesn't have themselves muted and you can hear like everything going on and you're like, who the fuck is doing this right now? Mute your mic. And then like they don't know it's them, so they don't mute it for the longest time.
It's like, do I know how to use a computer?
Yeah, they don't know. They really don't. Ooh, what is that?
So that's one thing that I actually like about Teams over the other ones is you can basically, like, so whenever we do town halls or whatever, like we do, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, we did like an all department and then all the, like the district superintendents and the CIOs and stuff were on the call. And we had like probably like 800 people on a Teams call. But Teams only supports like 300 people in voice. So like everybody else after that, or sorry, no, that voice and like the text or the chat or whatever. That's the only amount of people that everybody else after that screw off. You can't talk and you can't you can't
chat.
Yeah. So
they can only watch it.
Yeah. And at that point they might as well watch the YouTube stream.
Yeah. Like why bother? That sucks. There's a lot of people though.
But anyway, well, like one of the features is that it auto mutes people whenever they come in.
I mean, like Zoom or Google, you can also like mute everybody if you're running the meeting, but people running the meeting also don't really know what they're doing.
So we actually have, I guess I won't say web development. They're like. They do a lot of stuff with like production and stuff like that. So they'll run like they run like the entire. They have what's the boards called for? Like it's basically like what OBS does, but it controls everything. Yeah,
Mixers?
Yeah, it's kind of like a mixer, but it's like you could do all your scene stuff and like your transitions and all that at a press of a button and all that. I think it's a Tricon is what they use. So they have all this stuff and they're like the girl that we hired a few years back, she has like a degree in all of it. So most of her stuff's actually pretty quality and they run they're basically in charge of the calls. So that way they can make sure stuff like that is.
For whatever it is, I think it's information systems or something. A Zoom account and training, so she's pretty on top of it. I think she'll probably be running these in the future, but for now, it's still, you never know what you're gonna get.
It's a roll of the dice. Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
C'est la vie, says the old folks, which goes to show you never can tell.
What's that drink that you have? Couldn't read it.
Oh, I don't know. I did that. Just Kirin Ichiban.
Got it.
Just Japanese macro.
Anyways, back to what I was talking about earlier with the whole.
Tell me about that legal pot in Kentucky.
Man, I wish, but
Can't be
it's-
that far out.
I don't know, man. We're a red state unless it comes to the teachers.
I feel like if your Republican state leadership had a change of heart, people would go along readily.
Yeah. Well, like hands down, if they were
It's such
the
a
whole
home run
issue
for
is
Kentucky and Virginia, man.
well, the biggest reason why we don't do it is because the state in of itself, the way the laws work is we make more revenue off of confiscating the land from the people that have it and grow it because like Kentucky's pretty great farmland. It's the reason why we grew tobacco. If you can grow tobacco fairly well, then you can pretty much grow pot really well too. So it's one of those that if they find on your land, they can just take your entire land. And so if you're a farmer, now they get to take your land and resell it. And so, they make more revenue keeping it illegal. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's just crazy that you can use that farmland to grow tobacco, which saps all the nutrients and fucks the soil up for a while, and dwindles. Like the number of tobacco users goes down every year, the number of pot users goes up. So it's like and it'd be like a insanely in demand product for at least a decade after introduction, as people just try it and get excited and enjoy the effects. So it's not quite as addictive as tobacco.
Well, I was going to say hemp is kind of taking over the tobacco industry. Like everybody that was growing tobacco are now growing hemp for the most part.
And there's your next step then. It's same fucking plant, just different strain.
Get on that bed. You get on your bed. Good.
But yeah, I think if our current governor runs on legalizing that or trying to push that legalization, he'd probably win, to be perfectly honest. It's a pretty popular idea here. It's just that none of the right wing people run on it for whatever reason. I don't know.
I don't get it either. It's weird because it's like one of those things that consistently polls at 60 plus
in Kentucky.
It's one of the few bridge issues. Like there are an incredibly narrow number of bridge issues between the two parties right now because they define themselves in opposition. Marijuana, over 60% on both sides. Like law and order, obviously incredibly popular on both sides. And what was the other one? Like free and not free, but open and accessible internet, extremely popular on both sides. So somebody would just go all in on those. You'd steal voters easy, and everyone would love you. I agree with you. I don't know why people aren't going for it.
It's just it's one of those things. It just if you're talking about the values of what the values supposed to be of the party, it's like when you talk about smaller government, that would be one of them. Are you enjoying the move thus far?
What'd you say?
Have you enjoyed the move thus far, like the new location?
I have. I've learned kind of like there's most of downtown, unless you're going to like one of the really nice parks, seems pretty sketchy. But aside it's fine. It's really pretty. Like really, really pretty. It's just like canyons of trees and rivers.
Yeah, there's a big river flowing through the middle of it, right?
Yeah.
I like river cities.
I'm
It's
trying to
really, really beautiful.
I'm plugging it back in. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Continue.
No, that was it.
Well, good. I'm glad it's okay at least. But
Yeah.
I that's one of my main reasons for wanting to stay away from larger cities is I just don't like having to go anywhere. Like I wouldn't want my wife to go anywhere that's really sketchy or anything like that. The smaller the towns, the farther between it is.
We didn't really know until we went to this like burger place last weekend. It was like, it's a really old, well-known burger place called Dick's. Um, and it's like you walk up and you order
Did you
your
get a Dick
food.
burger?
Basically. No. You walk
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Can you hear me right now? Hello? Yeah? Oh, neat. Alright, so the microphone works. Now...
girlfriend or his mom. Couldn't tell which. Really trashy looking lady. In a really junky looking car that they probably live out of. And she had her door open, and then I guess they decided they wanted to eat, even though they've been there since we drove up and hadn't gotten out. So the guy gets out. He's probably in his 30s. He's not very old. And he's wearing like a button-down shirt that I can really only identify as a specific type of shirt that's like it's sort of silky, and they were very popular in like the 5th grade. Like it's like where you sometimes She's like getting food for free, basically. And she walks back to this table with this guy. It's totally lost on me.
You're the creepy person. Mm-hmm.
Kind of had to move there for some reason or other.
Yeah. It's funny too, because like like, am I in the South again?
Oh, yeah. So you're telling me it's like a little bit of a redneck kind of spot?
It definitely has a little bit of that in there. Like,
Industrial
for
roots.
sure. What'd you say?
Industrial roots. Isn't it
Yeah.
where like the western railroad ended or something a long time ago. I have 5 sushi restaurants. Not having at least 3.
Are they
And then one of them is great Japanese.
Randy?
Wait, what? You talking to me now? Sorry, I was still trying to figure it out. The I can hear you now, but I had to swap all my audio settings around, which means the stream can't hear you. Yeah, and I'll have to figure out what the fuck's going on with that, but yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened. I grabbed the thing, and I know I pressed this button, but that shouldn't change anything. All it does is change the audio source, and no, it's just the audio source things, and it only has 2 settings. It went from auxiliary cord to PC, and I swapped it back to auxiliary, but everything's fucked now. Pretty much. I'm gonna have to locate the unfuck everything button, it seems. Right, yeah, remove the fuck everything button. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Nice. I like chips. Alright.
It wasn't just like
Is it what?
fish. You'd pay for service and ambience kind of thing. Is that why it was expensive?
I
It
don't
wasn't
really
like
know. I mean, like, I went inside the place to pick up the food, and it wasn't like anything special. It was just like very high priced rolls. Like, ooh, that looks good. What is that?
It looks
Well, this is toast with cream. No, what kind of? Oh god.
Apricot?
Oh, I'm drunk. Fuck.
Hi, drunk.
Hello, drunk. Okay.
Bad.
I think I have fixed it temporarily, and everyone should be able to hear everything.
Can you hear us?
It'll.
I
I'm
think-
sure
Out there.
it's-
Okay, so it's thick toast with ricotta cheese, maybe, caramelized figs, and orange marmalade.
Mm,
Ooh, that
that
does
sounds
sound.
really good.
Yush
Deal it.
confirms that he can hear and see. Everything is good. All right.
Yay!
Let's keep going. Get ourselves a little under an hour. We can try and get through more of this.
Oh, I'm.
wait, no, you gotta go earlier
I
than
believe
that.
I'm off baby duty for the night. So
Oh, really? You can actually go the full hour as opposed to the next 30 minutes.
whatever, as long as anybody else isn't restricted.
Neat. Oh.
I'll double check with the wife real quick, but I don't think she has a problem with it. She already said that she lost her sanity a while back.
So everything's fine.
Yeah, it's all fine.
Good news.
Use the F word.
Dog company.
Well,
cute,
she did-
cute dog.
Sleeping.
She did give the baby something to help with like congestion and stuff. So,
Drugs.
and now she's past is just straight just.
Nice. All right. So,
Oh, real quick, sorry, Coach, you just reminded me. Baby tip that nobody ever gave me, including all of my doctors and hospitals and blah 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 blah. Use a washcloth and clean out your baby's mouth after you feed them.
Really?
wow.
Yeah, ours got thrush from residue from breast milk sitting on her tongue.
Huh.
Yeah, one of those things that I just nobody ever mentioned. I wouldn't even fucking think about. It's like you brush your teeth and shit. So yeah, gunk sitting on your tongue or your mouth.
Wow.
Okay, we'll start doing that
I mean,
because I know that.
I've definitely seen adults do that. Hell, Tyler's done that. He doesn't. He doesn't brush his tongue, and it like collects stuff. You end up seeing like.
I have a tongue scraper. I got you.
Yeah, it's not a entirely uncommon thing. You should brush your tongue, but some people have a worse time of it than others, and if it sits too long, it will grow fungus.
Yeah, if you ever know anybody that has permanent bad breath, odds are they don't scrape or brush their tongue.
Yep.
Gross.
Alrighty, so we left off. Eustace was holding one of the manacles around his neck by its chain, and he heard music that no one else did.
And I challenge the group: come grab one of these chains. See if y'all hear this music. This is weird.
Right. And I think Willie was gonna grab a chain, if I remember correctly.
Nope, I was grabbing the torch.
Oh, a torch.
Yep, the
I
torch
thought you
that he
were
said
grabbing
that I lit on fire.
Oh yeah. Now I remember. You were saying if you put your hand in this, it doesn't burn you? Question mark.
Right.
Now I see you sticking your hand in fire, but I'm not going to stick my hand in fire.
Now-
That's insane.
Eustace, when he calls attention to that torch, the ghostly fire is no longer ghostly. It's just a bright, happy yellow torch.
Has the radius changed?
Nope, still very bright.
I'm gonna drop the chain real quick and see if that changes it back.
Nope.
Pick the chain back up. Does the music come? Does the music stop when I drop the chain?
It did not.
Well, guys, that's it for my puzzle solving ability. It's up to you now. We've been in here for 10 minutes and I've already lost my mind, apparently. I'm hearing music and seeing lights y'all aren't seeing, and you're afraid to pick up chains? This is ridiculous.
I'm gonna.
I just don't trust
Is
it.
the torch like mounted to the wall or anything? Can I pick it up?
It's probably heavy, but you could pick it up.
I'm gonna pack it over to him.
Okay, you bring him the very bright torch.
Yeah, I told you, I see that as lit and you don't.
Right. Yep. So I don't have an issue picking up the stuff. if you put your hand in the fire?
No. How about you go try putting on that other set of clothes and touching a chain?
No.
Those are things that wouldn't
All right.
hurt
Well,
anybody.
you won't touch it? All right. I go put it back down.
Okay.
Okay, well, evidently I'm going to be seeing and hearing things. Y'all will not be seeing and hearing, but I'll do my best to find that middle ground. Maybe we can combine our strengths.
Become a hero?
Somebody's getting this castle, right? In the meantime, I hear some sweet music. Y'all want to go see what's going from? Aggie, no sleeping.
I vote.
I'm not sleeping. I'm just confused about what I'm supposed to be doing here.
Keep
I think
Dr.
we should
Foggin
move
awake.
it.
Y'all
We want
y'all
to be
can prod each
cool,
other.
I just want to know what these runes mean.
Actually, I think I've cracked the code. That one over there says one of y'all should try picking up the chains. That one over there
I
says
think I cracked the
one
other
of y'all
code.
should try
No.
put on all those clothes.
Come back.
Bye, Ty. I miss you.
He's giving me such a sassy look.
I do what I want.
He'll be back. He'll be
I like
back.
the doors.
I
just
just
open.
say to the group, I'm going to try and see if these go anywhere else. And then I want to go up the... I guess
Hang
we'll
on,
walk
wait.
more towards the end
Wait.
here.
Can you see both sets of stairs?
As you approach the like you hadn't seen them before because your light never extended this far. But yeah, you see the last rune and both sets of stairs when you get up to this area.
I do now.
Okay, so you see two sets of stairs.
What are you going on about stairs? Oh,
Yep.
When
Well-
when Willie got out there, his torch shed light on this, so you can all see the two sets of stairs in the last rune.
should we go up one of these? Which one do we choose?
Which one's? Hang on, I'm gonna lean in real quick. Which one's the music coming from?
The main stairs.
In front?
hmm
Well, I think we should go up.
Yeah, I think we should go up the straight one, too. I don't want to go up the... It looks like a circular one. I suppose it is.
Dungeon?
Or does it
Okay.
lead down? I'm not...
Yeah, it
Yeah.
kind of looks.
Yeah,
almost
the
like-
one on our right goes down. The one in front goes up.
I'm fine with
Is
going
that
up.
correct?
No, they're both up.
Okay.
Oh.
And is one like a circular set of stairs, or
The
is
one-
it
yeah,
just
the
like
one, one of the right kind of curves out of view. So I just fixed some of the lighting over there.
Okay.
And the one directly before you is just straight up and large. So the way the lighting is funky. If you put your character up beyond this light, you'll see more stairs, and I've got another light line before the landing.
Oh.
yeah.
Okay, do y'all want... I think we should take the straight stairs instead of the twisty stairs, though they both go up, which is clear for us to see with our eyes.
Correct.
All right, let's go. Gonna walk up the stairs.
Who goes first?
Me.
Uh,
All right.
Okay.
Are you ascending next to her or letting her go?
Does she insist that she goes first, or
She just
because
starts-
otherwise I
she
would
just
walk with
starts
her?
walking first. If you go with her, then you go with her.
Yeah, I'd be like a step behind her or something.
Okay.
I'm not gonna try and like,
Doctor,
walk
where are
with her.
you? You also going?
I'm running up the stairs next to her.
All right. So the whole party's headed up the stairs at approximately the same time.
I'm
Yes.
definitely behind them.
All right. This description is for everyone whose name is not Eustace. You see before you what sounds like a very large chamber. I say sounds because, of course, your light level is still very low. You can see just at the edge of your vision, there's likely a wall and another cold torch. And based on just the sound of your steps, you can tell that this room is large and mostly bare stone. The echoes are heavy here. Eustace, you see a well-lit, grand ballroom. You hear the sound of music, and you think, just barely, you hear the sound of dancing and conversation.
So this place is supposed to be haunted?
That's what the rumor is.
Well, I don't know how anybody could draw that kind of conclusion when you walk into this opulence.
What do you mean opulence?
Well, look around you.
I am. It's Bear's Bones.
Oh, that's
Quiet.
too far.
I mean,
Can't really see or hear.
I know it's a big.
Y'all can't see
There we
anything
go.
in front of you.
I mean, I know it's a big room, but
Eustace, you do not see the runes that are in your vision lines. Just so you know.
See a big fancy room, right?
You see this opulent room, full-on ballroom, and you think you can hear it has occupants, but you don't see any. But I just enhanced your night vision. You see the big runes in the center of the room. Do you see
Yeah.
you see a big
Used
vision
to start to
circle?
see that though.
Eustace does not. Yeah, I'm making sure that the night vision's working properly.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I'll see some creepy stuff off to my right. Is
Yeah,
that...
I'm gonna close that off with the vision lines here in a second. That's a different room.
well, Houston,
so-
since you can see, why don't you guide us through this room?
Okay, well, since obviously we're seeing and hearing different things here, since this is clearly my castle and is showing its true self to me, unlike you guys who were afraid to pick up chains, I see a grand ballroom. The sound of music, the sound of people dancing, even though there's not really anybody out there. Maybe it's inviting us to dance. Anybody?
Are you okay? I mean, you sound like
I feel
you're.
great. I've never been in shoes so comfortable in my life.
Aggie,
Like-
why
Are
don't you
you
make a
sure the
roll for
doctor-
me?
When I step, I don't feel the ground. I feel cushion. It's incredible. I'm gonna start dancing. Just
Who's
waltzing.
You are Aggie.
Okay. What am I? Just normal?
Normal roll. Did Eustace's borrowed clothing fit so well before? Huh. Eustace breaks into
Mid-waltz.
a slow waltz, dancing to a tune that apparently only he can hear.
I'm holding my hands up like I'm dancing with somebody. Y'all are missing out.
Eustace, you hear the sounds of the other dancers, and it sounds like you're maybe breaking into other people every now and then. You hear, like, this is like, it's not loud, it's barely on the edge of your vision, but every now and then you'll hear what sounds like a bump, like a person hitting a person, or like excuse me, very quietly.
I think to myself, man, I must have missed some glasses or something.
I mean, you had
I'm gonna walk over.
something with eye holes in it.
Glasses. I did have a silly hat. Guys, just on a hunch. Don't be afraid of this. I'm just gonna try this on real quick.
You put the
I'm gonna
mask
put the
back
little-
on.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the mask back on.
You find yourself in an opulent ballroom, in the midst of a ball in full swing. There's a full string quartet on the far side of the room. I'm gonna go ahead and expand your vision again. You are in the midst of the dance floor. Oh, the color thingy, not the selector. Oh, that's Pepper. This is Dungeon.
Can I watch him for a while and then go over and join him in dancing?
All right, so let me catch up on my descriptions. So again, dungeon, what your night vision shows you is not what you see. You don't see any of the glowy things or any of that business. You're in the midst of an opulent dance hall in full swing of some sort of, festival dance or some shindig. Everyone is extremely well dressed. You do see quite a few people dressed like you, though none of them are dancing. They are serving. They're the serving staff. They all wear the mask. They all wear the full suit just like you. None of them have chains, no manacles. But you dance through the floor, and now that you can see them, several people are looking annoyed, affronted. But they don't stop you. They don't get in your way. They just kind of scurry out of it as a servant decides to join the nobles' dance.
Spot somebody else dressed like me and walk over to them.
All right, so Party, he dances through the room, puts the mask on and takes a long look around, and then heads off to the side of the chamber, back kind of towards y'all, but more like towards the corner. Sideswipe to the trio. You see him do the dance. It looks like he's still got... Well, actually, Eustace, would you have continued carrying Eustace's torch, his real torch that he brought with him?
No.
You don't need it.
Right. He just put that out in the lower chamber once it was well illuminated.
Okay, so Eustace dances out into the darkness beyond your vision, and the three of you can hear him waltzing around, but it's definitely in the dark. Then he reappears at the edge of your vision, right at the edge of your torchlight, and appears to be walking purposefully towards something. What are you three doing?
I lean over to Willie and I say, there's something going on with him and that outfit, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I think he's gonna get trapped in here.
Do we go take that stuff from him?
Well, I don't want to fight him. I'm sure he'll pitch a fit.
I don't even want to touch the stuff. But
I don't either.
let's just let him be crazy. It ain't hurting nothing right now.
Doctor, did you slip him something to drink?
No, I didn't put anything in there. But where'd he go? I don't see him anymore.
I think he danced his way off to the darker side of the room. Have to venture in a little bit further.
Just go follow after him.
You see him at that juncture, like, where'd he go? And he comes purposely striding back into the shadowy edge of your torchlight.
Oh, there you are.
What are you doing there, Eustace?
Eustace, you don't hear them. You stride over to one of your fellow servers. He looks at you a bit odd. Well, actually, he can't make face looks back, so he looks in your direction.
Man, so all the cool dressed people aren't allowed to dance here?
Do we hear him?
Nope. He definitely, so he's at the shadowy edge of your light. You can barely tell that he's doing anything. You saw him stride purposefully because that's like a major body movement, but he's wearing the mask, so you wouldn't be able to see him making sounds, and you don't hear him say anything. It looks like he's just standing there, kind of staring diagonally to the wall.
Got it.
The server kind of, based on his body language, you can tell he's making a face, but of course you can't see it. He says, "No, the servants don't dance." Are you trying to get us in trouble?
I mean, I'm new here. I don't know the rules.
You were hired without knowing the rules?
I mean, this is going to be my house in like 7 days.
Why?
What year is it?
What do you mean, what year is it? It's the current year. It's today. Are you all right?
No. Tell me what year it is. I know how this works.
Why?
I'm going to get you in trouble with me if you don't tell me what the year it is.
I see.
I mean, everyone's already looking at me, right? So come
No,
on.
if you turn back around, they now that you've left the dance floor, they've gone back to pretending you don't exist.
Oh.
As nobility does to the serving staff. So, anyways, he kind of shrugs his shoulders and looks off to the staircase to y'all's left, but then turns his head back to you and says, "It's 485."
Does that seem right to me?
No, it's definitely like 650 your time.
Okay, so I'm from the future and I'm experiencing this area. Oh, give me just a second. Take the hood off.
Okay. All
Does
the
the
way
guy-
off, or you just like lifting the face to
I'm gonna
look
lift it
under?
over my eyes and look around.
Removing the hood, you find yourself in a completely dark chamber. You see nothing, not even your allies.
I put it back on.
He's gone, as are the dancers. You are in a darkened ballroom, still dimly lit by wall sconces, but uninhabited.
Even with the mask on?
The floors look freshly cleaned.
Even with the mask on?
With the mask on, yes.
But I'm seeing the ballroom again.
But
Just
you
no
still
one's in
see
it.
you see the ballroom. It just looks uninhabited, dark, as if it's like late night. So there's like regular wall sconces providing enough lighting to be
Yeah.
functional, but no longer the bright lights of the music present.
All right, so Eustace isn't the brightest, but he's gonna just note, okay, time flows differently with it on versus off. That was quick. And so he's gonna like try and take it off and try and like I guess I'm just gonna call out, hey, Aggie, Willie, where are you guys? It's pretty dark in here.
Let's sideswipe to that scene. Trio, he stood there for a moment, maybe gestured towards that kind of diagonal he was looking at. You can see his head turn back towards the center of the room, and then he strides off into the darkness.
Look, there he goes again. I don't understand what he's doing. I think we lost him.
If I can see him, I want to. Well, it looks like he's gone.
I just said he strides off into the darkness, so if you want to follow or do something, now's the time.
Yeah, I'm just gonna trip him with my axe there, with the handle. Like I want to hold
You
the
wanna,
head
you
of
wanna,
the
like,
axe.
jog over and try and put it in front of him.
Well, like between his legs as he's walking.
All right, gotcha. Okay, you jog over, and as you do so, you watch him very literally fade from view. Not because of darkness. He's gone.
Let me get some smelling salts. He's probably having a waking dream.
Holy, he's gone.
Gone? What do you mean gone?
Well, how many meetings do you have of gone? He's not here. He's gone. He just vanished.
That's not possible.
I mean, you can go look for him if you want. But he vanished.
Are we gonna run after him, or is he gone for good?
There was no running after him. I tried to trip him, and he just kind of vanished. He just disappeared.
All right, let's go in his direction and see if we can't find him. I'm just gonna kind of go where he went, generally.
Okay. We return to the darkness now that our person who can see is currently missing. You head left. You see as you approach the center of the room that there's another unlit, or maybe just like very, very faintly glowing series of runes in the center. And as you head towards the left side, you see a short hallway leading to a downstairs.
So we really gonna go down there?
I mean, we don't really have to, but I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. I feel like we have some sort of obligation to keep him with us.
We told her not to put stuff on.
I totally agree. Doctor, what about you? What's your opinion?
I don't have any idea.
All right. Well, if I'm the one that's gonna make the decision, I think we have to go after him.
Do we though?
And then
You what?
I'm gonna start going down those stairs. I'm gonna start moving towards the stairs.
Okay.
I'll look at the doctor. See if he's gonna follow.
Doctor.
He reaches into his pouch and pulls out a little chamomile and starts munching on it,
Okay.
and then starts following after.
Alrighty.
I'll follow behind him.
You, as the trio, descend the stairs. Waiting on the lights to catch up. Actually, just move yourselves downstairs. It takes a lot longer for me to update the lights because I have so many sources. The well-maintained, if old and dusty, status of the keep fades rapidly as you descend these stairs. The stone itself seems to be in poor repair, replaced rarely, if ever. And the chamber below leads to a pair of double stairs that continue downward. At the edge of your light, you can see a floor below, some sort of maybe large wooden chest or box. And even the quality of sound here, just the echoes of your feet sounds worse here, more awkward or muffled, just like there's more surfaces, more small crevices that this echo seems to bounce off of.
I don't know if this was the right decision. I'm starting to get a weird feeling.
Oh, now you think,
Well, how was I supposed to know?
I mean, I knew I didn't want to come down here before we even came down here.
Royalty should never apologize for the actions that they're taking.
I mean, certainly, but, an honest leader is a good leader. Right now, I'm feeling like this might be a bad idea.
I think that's a fair statement.
Shall we head back up? And just forget about him?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, let's go back up the creepy stairs and hope that we reconvene together at some point.
Alright, I mean, he made his bed. Now he can lie in it. He wanted to find a good, comfy bed.
A futon.
Yeah.
A futon.
He wanted to find one of them futons.
I suppose you're right.
Sounds like it's food, but,
I just don't, I worry that, whatever's possessed him is going to make him turn against us at some point, but who knows? We'll have to figure that out if we, come to that bridge. Anyway. And then I'm gonna keep going up the stairs.
I'm already back at the top. I'll go
Okay.
ahead and start looking around.
Alright. You're at the top. You return to the more pleasant, more proper portion of the area. You return to that large rune in the center.
Another room, another room. I just don't know what these mean. I think it's real peculiar that our companion is often doing weird things and hearing things and seeing things in these rooms with these runes. I think they're connected to whatever he's doing. I'm just gonna walk around them.
You're walking around the room.
Yeah, just circling the rooms.
You spot a side chamber to the west, an exit to the north that leads upstairs, and another smaller rune in the northern corner. So I'm gonna move you guys around some so you can get the full view of what you would have seen. So you've got this like super steep stair right here on the north side, and side chamber to the west with a small rune, as well as like a raised platform leading to a stair here in the northern side. The east side also has a large open doorway, no door, just an opening to another chamber.
There's a lot of rooms to go into. What do we want to do?
I vote we go here.
Where's here?
Where the other two are.
Yeah.
So you want to head through that northwestern chamber up the winding stair.
Okay. Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Up we go.
All right. You ascend the winding stair.
What kind of knowledge will we have of keeps, or what? I guess whoever sent us palace or keep was like.
None of you are nobility or royalty of any kind. You've probably got no knowledge of keeps.
Okay.
Aside from they're really cool and for rich people. Go ahead and move yourselves up the stairs.
That's actually awesome.
You see a small foyer and a short wooden stair, not stone. The right side has storage shelves of some kind, looking like they have a couple of old busted or wood-rotted boxes and several linen or cloth sacks that have long since maybe been eaten by moths or who knows what.
I'm gonna go up the small staircase.
The small stairs, you see more of the same. Looks like you're in some sort of back storage room. And at the very back, another very steep stone stair. Definitely not up to code.
Is there an underspace underneath the stairs?
There is a small crawl space that looks to have been more storage.
Okay. So are we gonna go up these crazy stairs, or are we gonna just stand here and go back down? What's the plan?
I mean, the goal is that we're supposed to stay here for a certain amount of time, right?
Right.
It seems like a good enough place as any to just camp out for a while, right?
It's not a bad idea. I mean, it's a small space. We can all see pretty well. We've got some high ground.
Yeah.
I'll be making some tea for us to calm the nerves while we're still here. We'll take turns keeping an eye out for what's going on.
All right. Are you okay with this, Willie?
I'd like to we're gonna stay here. I'd like to know what's up those stairs.
Those look like construction stairs if they're, given how steep they are, they're not intended for people to climb, right?
I mean, they're climbable. Whether that's the answer to your question or not is up to you.
All right.
One of
Well,
us
if
could go up.
why don't you take a Willie? You can go take a quick look if you really want to.
All right, yeah.
Willie, as you ascend to the top and your torchlight kind of reaches that area, you find what is effectively a trapdoor, as a wooden ceiling panel that is meant to, with obvious hinges, that is intended to be lifted if you'd like to pass this way.
Yes.
Okay. Why don't you make a roll for me? Normal. Cool. Willie, you ascend the stairs. I'm going to put you in the middle so you get a little bit better idea of what's in the room. But you're still in the back corner technically. But it will make more sense when I finish describing this. You find yourself. Actually, let me just enhance your vision. That'll be easier. You find yourself in a well-appointed bedroom. Stone, just like the rest of the castle. But a fine bed on the far side. Let's see if this is good enough. Yeah, that's perfect. Fine bed on the far side. A dining or maybe serving table covered in seemingly fresh-looking food and drinks. Oh, sorry, I'm a little wrong here. This is the receiving room. It's like the entertainment area. And then you could see an entryway to another chamber that looks like the bedroom. So, serving table or entertaining table here on the far side. The walls have decorations, unlike any of the walls so far. So this looks, like lived in of some kind. It's also well lit.
Okay. I'm gonna keep exploring because they wanted me to go check it out, and since they didn't want to come with, I get to know what's up here.
Okay, move yourself through. You move forward into what you thought was a bedroom, but now is obviously a converted storage area. You do see tables, you do see a bed, you also see a makeshift, like a really nice bathtub, but it's not hooked up or in a place that really makes sense for it to exist. You see a lot of statuary on the far side covered in tarping. You see a large cask with a tap in it, so it is either empty or at least has been breached at least once. A huge painting on the far wall dominates the majority of that particular side. Very bright, very colorful. Looks as though it was painted just recently, maybe within the last year. No fading, no time. Large tarps or sheets cover the northeast corner of the room. Behind them, unknown. The food on the table is fresh and warm. You can smell it from the entrance.
Walk around and kind of lift the tarps up a little bit just to kind of see what I can see, because you said it was well lit, right?
Yes.
And so I want to lift the tarp up a little bit just to kind of get an idea of what's underneath it when be holding the head of the axe and just use the actual handle part to lift it up just to see.
Which tarp? Are we talking about the far wall tarps or the statues? Okay.
Yeah, those two.
Okay. Behind the first tarp, you see another painting, but this one has a large cut in it, as if a knife or some blade had sliced through. The split pieces show the like a person sitting in a still pose. Looks to be male. The cut is directly across the face, though. You could, if you used both hands, you could probably put it back together enough to see the painting.
No, I'm gonna be wary of it. I want to check what's under the other tarp.
The other tarp is a larger painting, similar to the one that's visible on the northwest wall. You see a ballroom filled with dancers, serving staff on the outer sides. You see a man of approximately Eustace's height and build, wearing a chain around his neck, standing off to the southern edge. Make a roll for me, please.
All right.
You also see, at the southeastern edge of this painted room, 3 dim shadows in roughly humanoid shapes.
Okay. And then I'd be like right here. So there's nowhere else in the room that I can really go. So I'm gonna head back out to the meeting or greeting area or whatever it is.
Sure.
Is there any other doors other than the trap door here?
Nope.
Okay. At this point, I'm kind of in a slight bit of a panic. And so I'm going to immediately start heading back down the trap door.
Okay. You head back to the trap door. Remaining duo, you hear the sound, because like your torchlight doesn't extend all the way up the steep stairs, so you heard the trapdoor. It's got old wood and like unoiled hinges, but of course you didn't see him beyond that line as his torch carried him into the other room. But once again, you hear that as the wooden door lifts, and you see his torch re-enter as he rejoins you. Willie, you notice, or you just kind of like as a passive thing, the well-litness of the room doesn't follow you through the door. Like when you open it, it doesn't cast light through the trapdoor. Only your torch is lighting your way as you head down the steep stairs.
Okay.
Willie, you're back. What did you see?
Well, you might not believe it because you guys didn't believe that good old Eustace disappeared on me. But there's a painting up there with him in it. There's food. There's ale. There's a tub. There's a couple statuesque things. I left those covered. Pretty creepy stuff. It's like 2 rooms up there. One's like a kind of a greeting area or something, and then the other one looks like it's a painting room or like where somebody would live.
Huh. Sounds like a chamber of some sort, or
Yeah, but I don't understand why the chamber was here.
What do you mean here?
Well, why would it be here? Like, this is a storage area, and then you see these super steep stairs. The only way into this room is a trap door.
I mean, I assume these were servers' quarters. I mean,
But why would a server have like a greeting area?
no. Not that they would. I'm saying where we're at now are the passages that the servers would use to get into these rooms quietly and discreetly, without disrupting any royal constituents.
There's no other entrance to this room at all.
There's no door?
Yeah, other than the trap door, there's no way in or out of that room.
Are you
Yeah,
sure?
At least from what I saw, I looked around. I didn't see any. I mean, it could be
Maybe
hidden
we should
behind
all
stuff,
go
but
Maybe we should go investigate it, all of us, and I'm sure there's a door.
I'm good. I'm not going back up there. There's a picture with Houston on it up there.
A picture of what?
Oh, so it looks like Eustace. Looks like Eustace.
Picture?
Yeah, like a painted picture.
He's never been here before.
Oh,
I don't like that at all.
That's why I came back down. I want no part of that.
would you?
I mean,
could you go up there and put a piece of wood or something to make sure that the trapdoor doesn't open up on us? Just for my sanity.
Yeah, I can
It
leave my.
opens into the room above, so you couldn't.
right. Is there like a latch on it that we could tie something to and like weight it down so it's harder to open?
There's like an iron ring handle that you could try tie something to.
Okay. There's got to be a way to keep it shut.
Here, you can have my axe.
I don't need an axe.
To prop the door open.
To prop it open or keep it closed?
Y'all want it open, right?
No.
Closed.
Willie, you hear that again. Willie's head snaps up towards the steep stairs ceiling. The other two of you didn't hear it, of course.
Are you okay, Willie?
Are you okay, Willie? Or
Oh no. It's happening to me now.
what's happening to you?
I'm hearing shit like Eustace was.
Oh.
Did y'all not hear the creaking of that door up there?
I didn't hear anything.
Oh no. Well,
Willie,
Well-
you hear the soft but notable steps of someone coming down the steep stone stair.
You're scaring me, Willie.
I'm gonna get Warren a like a readied stance with my axe, kind of to the side of the stairwell, so that way, if and when I see somebody come down, I can either trip them or do something.
I'm gonna back off into like the corner here because I can see him looking close by us.
I just turn back around and I go and I shush them. And then I wait and watch.
Eleanor? Was that you?
You all hear that.
Did you hear that? Was it Eustace? Sorry.
That's where we're gonna end session today.
I love it. Thanks.
That was cool, man. I like the spooky effects.
I know, it's fun.
I feel like a little like I don't know, the slight ghost whispers going in the background the whole time really amps up the ambiance, man.
Agreed.
Gotta hit him with the vibes. Very important.
Also,
Like a-
quick question:
Especially, in the early morning and all.
did any of the other guys, did Aggie or Fagin hear any of that?
You all heard Eleanor. Is that you?
Okay.
Only Willie heard the trap door squeal and the feet on stone coming down. Well, all right. We'll find out what happens eventually, I guess. Who knows if we'll be here next week or not.
It's true. Every Thursday is a warp to a different existence. I like it.
Seems so. Thanks for watching, watchers. Thanks for playing, players. We'll see y'all around.
Circle wave.
Circle wave.